you're watching the News Hour Agenda, I'm Padmaja Joshi. Today the CBI made its first arrest in the Delhi excise scam, and the first arrest itself has sent shockwaves in the Aam Admi Party, because the arrest is of Aam Admi Party leader and close Arvind Kejriwal aide Vijay Nair. Nair was called to the CBI headquarters and was arrested soon after questioning. Now sources say that he has been arrested for quote-unquote conspiracy, cartelization and chosen licensing. But who really is Nair and what role is he accused of playing in the excise policy scam? Accused number 5 in the Liquorgate scam FIR, the CBI accuses Nair of carrying kickback money from liquor companies to public servants. The FIR also says that Nair was actively involved in quote-unquote irregularities in framing and implementation of the Delhi excise policy. Simply put, the Delhi excise policy was framed in a way that it would benefit a few people. There were businessmen, people who owned these liquor vents, politicians and bureaucrats who conspired in order to tweak the policy in a way that only a group of people would stand to make windfall gains. Vijay Nair is one of those accused. The Aam Admi Party reacted soon after and has called the arrest an attempt to intimidate at a time when the AAP is preparing for the Gujarat elections. A statement from the Aam Admi Party says, and I quote, Vijay Nair is communications in charge of AAP. He was responsible for developing and implementing communication strategies in Punjab and Gujarat. He has nothing to do with the excise policy. Strangely, he has been arrested by the CBI in the excise case. He was called for questioning, was pressured to take the name of Manish Sisodia. When he refused to do so, he was threatened that he would be arrested. Essentially, the Aam Admi Party is saying that he is pressured to try and implicate Manish Sisodia when he refused. He is being thrown under the bus, and also that he has got nothing to do with the scam itself. 4 questions which are now being raised by the Aam Admi Party. Is he being victimized for being in charge of communications for Gujarat? Is he being victimized because he refused to name Manish Sisodia? When his house was searched, has anything been recovered from there? And finally, why is he being arrested when he has got nothing to do at all with the formulation of the excise policy? But remember, Vijay Nair is just the first arrest. This is a case in which Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister himself, is accused number 1. So if the arrest has already reached the aide, could Manish Sisodia be next?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Professor D.K. Giri, political analyst, Dr. Sumanth Raman, political analyst, Akash Deep Muni, also political analyst along with Binay Singh. But my first question is to spokesperson of BJP, Harish Khurrana. You searched the house of Vijay Nair. Was anything found? That's the straight question being asked to you by the Aam Admi Party. The CBI searched, actually, not you, Mr. Khurrana.
Padmaja, we should know who the Vijay Nair is. Vijay Nair is a key middleman who has done the deal with the liquor mafias and the government. And if something has been found from the house of Vijay Nair, that has to be given the statement in the court. Why we will give the why we will tell anybody like Aam Admi Party to that we have found this or we have found that? They are nobody. They are nothing. Only the court will decide whether the proofs which has been given by the CBI is right or wrong. And remember, the same statement, same vendetta politics is going on, has been given at the time of when the Jain was arrested. The same thing, he has been in charge of Himachal Pradesh. That is the reason vendetta politics is going on. So what has happened today? Since last 4 months, Mr. Jain is in jail by the order of the court, not by the order of ED or by the CBI. We should understand that. So point is, at the end of the day, the law will take their own course and everything will be happen according to the court, according to the law and as per the order of the court.
Okay, Akash Deep Muni.
Why are you in so much hurry of giving this?
Whatever evidence is there will be before the court. Akash Deep Muni.
Definitely, whatever evidence is there, that will be before the court. But one thing, when Padmaja, when you ask a question of what for Vijay Nair was arrested, there is no answer. This shows there is no case actually. I'll just tell you the case. time and again, I have come to number of shows and answered all the questions about the new excise policy, why it was taken back, the 144 crore thing, the enhancing in the license fee. But still, the same questions are asked time and again.
So I do not want to, because we will go way off the topic right now. Let's keep it very focused on Vijay Nair. Are you saying this meeting that the CBI claims happened in a 5-star hotel where Mr. Nair was present along with 2 other people, where the formulation of the excise policy was tweaked in order to benefit a group of people, never happened? Are you saying that, that meeting never happened? Because a very specific allegation made in the FIR.
See, very rightly said, it's an allegation. The thing is that if you have read the FIR, the CBI, actually the CBI, every now and then is saying that sources are saying this, our sources have said this, and there is no pinpoint clarity upon where they are getting the information, what evidence they have. Actually, it is all a cloud bubble which will be bursting one day after the Gujarat elections.
Okay, so this is a grand fishing expedition. Harish Khurrana, and since Akash Deep Muni referred to those sources, let me actually read out to you that relevant part from the FIR. Page number 4 says, and you're right, it says, reliable sources have revealed that Vijay Nair are, along with 3 other people, they name Manoj Rai, Amandeep Dhal, Sameer Mahindru, are actively involved in irregularities in framing and implementation of excise policy of Delhi for year 2021-2022. So who are these sources that the CBI has? You don't really have any recoveries. You don't have any evidence of the meeting. All you have, Harish Khurrana, are sources. Answer.
Padmaja, we should understand there are 2 different parts. One is legal and one is moral. In legally, Aam Admi Party is no way have any right to get what CBI has found. It has the court who will decide whether the case is right or wrong. But why Aam Admi Party is so much hurry of giving a certificate of honesty or vendetta politics? We are having a state of vendetta. I'm sorry. Then law will take their own course. Point number 1. He has said one thing. I have already stated. He's a key middleman. He's a key middleman between Sharab, liquor mafias. Let me ask Deep.
With all respect, what proof you have?
What is this?
What proof you have? With all respect, what proof you have? When you say that he is a middleman, what proof you have?
Have you seen the things? Have you seen what
things, sir?
Can I, Padmaja?
What proof do you have of him being a middleman? Direct question.
Baba, everything is out now. When you have seen that videos which have come out of the people who have given the money, they have clearly said, we have given 100 crore rupees to Manish Sisodia. We have given 60 crore rupees by Mrs. Chadda. Have you not seen the sting operations? What proof you want? And this is the same party who says, sting aa jaye, so hum will take action. Now what has happened? Sting is out.
I hope that you have seen the sting operation.
What is this? Why is it interfering?
Okay, sorry. Please go ahead. My fault.
Okay, finish your point. Yes.
Point is, when the 2 main accused in that FIR has clearly said we have given the money, what all proofs you want? A person who has given a money has clearly said we have given a money 100 crore rupees to one party, 60 crore rupees is given by Mrs. Chadda. It is clearly, what else proof you want?
Okay, we've got before you react to that, let me just play out, because Aam Admi Party MLA Atishi's first reaction is coming in already. You've got Dilip Pandey pretty much echoing what the Aam Admi Party earlier said, that this is a witch hunt politics, that ahead of the Gujarat elections the BJP is nervous. Let's listen in to Atishi.
आम आदमी पार्टी के कम्युनिकेशन इंचार्ज हैं। दिल्ली के 2020 के चुनाव में, पंजाब के 2022 के चुनाव में कम्युनिकेशन, सोशल मीडिया स्ट्रैटेजी के वो इंचार्ज रहे हैं। पार्टी के व्यक्ति हैं, सरकार का उनसे कोई लेना देना नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी एक्साइज पॉलिसी के इन्वेस्टिगेशन के तहत सीबीआई ने उन्हें अरेस्ट किया है। क्यों? क्योंकि विजय नायर गुजरात के चुनाव का कम्युनिकेशन, मीडिया, सोशल मीडिया देख रहे थे। सरकार से कोई लेना देना ना होते हुए भी उनको अरेस्ट किया गया है, क्योंकि गुजरात में अरविंद केजरीवाल की और आम आदमी पार्टी की बढ़ती लोकप्रियता से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को डर लग रहा है। पिछले कई दिनों से सीबीआई उन्हें बुला रही थी, धमका रही थी, कह रही थी कि मनीष सिसोदिया का नाम लो, कह रहे थे कि अगर मनीष सिसोदिया का नाम नहीं लिया तो तुम्हें अरेस्ट कर लेंगे। और आज ऐसा ही हुआ है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी आज गुजरात में आम आदमी पार्टी की बढ़ती लोकप्रियता से डर रही है और विजय नायर की गिरफ्तारी ये साफ साफ दिखाती है।
ओके, बढ़ती लोकप्रियता की बार बार बात कर रहे हैं हरीश खुराना।
I want to rebut on this. You remember, Padmaja, same script was being read at the time of the arrest of Satyendra Jain. बीजेपी घबरा गई है, हिमाचल के चुनाव हैं. The same script. What has happened now? Since last 4 months, on the order of the court, he's been jailed. Not by the order of ED or CBI. The same script has been repeated again. Why every time they hide behind the vendetta politics?
Dr. Sumanth Raman, vendetta politics.
Padmaja, there are a total of around 8 to 10 phrases. By using these phrases, anybody in this country can be arrested and thrown into jail. He was allegedly involved in conspiracy. He was allegedly involved in meetings in 5-star hotels. And, these things are meant to convey some illegality. What is the specific charge? Vijay Nair handed over X amount of money on this day at this time to this person, or there was a bank transfer of so much was made from his account to the account of Manish Sisodia. Nothing is there.
Let me read to you the other part, because earlier we spoke about the formulation of the policy. There is another very specific.
What is the meaning of saying he was quote unquote involved in the formulation of the policy? What is it? What is the...
Sir, you said that there are no specifics about how much money was transferred. So here's what the FIR says. This is not me, this is the FIR. I'll quote to you.
Please.
Shri Arun Ramchandra Pillai used to collect undue pecuniary advantage from Shri Sameer Mahendru, MD of Indo Spirit, for onward transmission to accused public servant. So here is Shri Sameer Mahendru. He owns Indo Spirit. Hear me out. If you're asking a question, I'm just quoting to you. If you interrupt me, then you won't understand, neither will the viewer.
FIR does not say it anywhere.
How the FIR says it? I'm quoting from the FIR.
Please read it.
No, I'm reading it, you're interrupting me. So let me read it. Let me read it. It's page number 4. I'll WhatsApp it to you also. Page number 4 says the following. Shri Sameer Mahendru basically had to pay some money. It was collected from him from Arun Ramchandra Pillai. It was to be given to accused public servant through Shri Vijay Nair. A person named Arjun Pandey has once collected huge cash amount of 2 to 4 crores from Shri Sameer Mahendru on behalf of Shri Vijay Nair. So here are the specifics which are put in the FIR, Dr. Sumanth Raman.
Padmaja, don't you find it ridiculous to even read this parody of an FIR? There is somebody intended to do something. They must produce evidence that something actually was done.
But I mean, why is it a parody of an FIR? You said the FIR has no specifics. I am giving you specifics of how they say the money flowed, of how much money was taken, which is 2 to 4 crores. That being said, this is an FIR. Yes, you are right. Evidence will have to be produced. But evidence is never in an FIR,
They have not said how the money flowed. They are only saying money flowed. They are not saying how the money flowed, when the money flowed, where the money flowed. Nothing is there.
Okay, Binay Singh.
Okay, I don't understand this.
Where is the bank draft number? Where is the check number through which this 2 to 4 crore rupees was given?
Padmaja.
Dr. Sumanth Raman wants details, exact details.
Padmaja, Aam Admi Party was built on very high moral grounds. And what is the story what I have received that this guy Vijay Nair was close to Manish, and Atishi also just mentioned that he was taking after some communication affairs of the party. But the same Vijay Nair, leave this excise thing aside. The same Vijay Nair was accused of sexual harassment. He was a Me Too accused. And I am just reading a story of Caravan. Quote unquote, Caravan alleged the man behind India's premier music festivals asked a woman to get into a bathtub with him.
Okay, sir, that is neither here nor there. Let's stick to the present case, please. The present case is of financial irregularities. Let's not go into an ancillary case because, to be honest, I do not know what happened to that case.
Tell him he's skating on very thin ice.
Yeah, so I do not know how that case ended. Let's stick to the present case, please.
No, what I'm saying that Aam Admi Party has become a self-certifying agency. They can certify anyone. They can certify a Me Too accused, they can certify a corrupt minister, they can certify even the Khalistan referendum supporters. They can do anything. They have become a self-certified agency. They can certify you bad, they can certify you good. So
Dr. Sumanth Raman.
They have a redefined morality.
I mean, clearly there is no evidence. That's why the man is not talking about
they have
evidence at all.
redefined morality.
Who paid Manish Sisodia? How much money did Vijay Nair receive on which day from whom? How was it communicated to Manish Sisodia? Nothing is there, Padmaja. So our sources tell us when somebody is on a video saying I paid 100 crores or I paid 50 crores, immediately somebody is arrested. I mean, this is becoming, let me tell you, Padmaja, I'm now going to prepare a
morally corrupt.
generated FIR with these words.
He is a guy
about 10 phrases. You can put 10 phrases and create a generated FIR which can be used against virtually anyone in this country.
And your party is giving responsibility to such person.
Seriously,
Your party is not doing due diligence. Your party is not doing due diligence.
I'm collecting these phrases.
So here's the thing. While you are saying that here evidence needs to be produced and tomorrow it will be before the Rouse Avenue court whenever Mr. Nair is produced before them. That being said, the same argument was given, sir, as Harish Khurrana has just said in the case of Satyendra Jain as well. That it is because of Himachal elections that he is being jailed. Now he has been denied bail also, point number one. Point number two, hold on a second, sir. Hold on a second, because I want to quickly draw your attention to something related that happened today in the morning. Same thing that Aam Admi Party did earlier. They said, oh, LG is going after us because LG himself is corrupt. What happened? Today in the afternoon, the High Court has said that the charges that the Aam Admi Party made against the Lieutenant Governor are quote-unquote completely unsubstantiated. On a prima facie view, the various statements, interviews, press conferences, tweets, retweets, hashtags are defamatory. They have been made in a reckless manner without verification in order to tarnish the reputation of the plaintiff. So every time there is any charge made of misdemeanor, the Aam Admi Party either says we are being victimized or goes on the offensive and says tum choro. Now they've been called out. In the case of Satyendra Jain, the court did not buy the argument of victimization. In the case of the Lieutenant Governor, they said the Aam Admi Party was per se defamatory and reckless.
Just because a man is in jail does not make him guilty. Just because he has not got bail does not mean he is guilty.
Well, obviously the court has found evidence, and I will read to you what the court said while denying bail to Mr. Jain, where the court did buy into the argument of evidence. Harish Khurrana will respond to you.
Padmaja, please add on two more things. Their two MLAs has been convicted last week only. The same victimization politics was going on that time also. Convicted by the court, not by anybody else. And the same politics was happened at Ahmadullah also. That now he's become a bad character in law. He's become a bad character in law. So my take is, Aam Admi Party is always in a permanent denial mode, one, and always a victimization politics happen, two. There are two things which every time side by side goes on. One, victimization politics is going on with us. I'm sorry. The election is going on, point number one, and denial mode, like what my fellow panelists is right now on.
Now, before I bring in Professor D.K. Giri, Dr. Sumanth Raman has been saying throughout what is the route that the money has taken. Now, the Bharatiya Janata Party over the last 1.5 months has put out two sting operations which they say were on public platform. Let's listen to the second one of these sting operations which was done, where actually how the money is exchanged was spoken of. Listen.
तो दिल्ली का जो है ये ब्रांड को अमनदीप डाला है, उसके बाद आपका ये दीवान स्पिरिट वाला, इंडो स्पिरिट, महादेव वाले पैसे तो उन्होंने जब बताया था, आप बताए गए थे कि दे
देखो जी, हाँ पैसा है। इंडो स्पिरिट वाला तो 100 करोड़ रुपए एडवांस देके बैठे थे। वो तो कहते थे 100 रुपए की ज्वाइनिंग की है, 100 रुपए की ज्वाइनिंग की है, ठीक है। वो तो सबको ही बोलते थे कि जी, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ा धंधा उसी के पास था। अब 100 रुपए की ज्वाइनिंग में भी एक ये भी ब्लैक और व्हाइट करने का धंधा है। भाई आप 100 रुपए आज किसी को एडवांस में दे दो, कैश आपको, मैं मेरे घर में कैश पड़ा, मैंने किसी को 100 रुपए एडवांस में दे दिया, अब वापस आने मेरे को सारे व्हाइट में, ये तो कैश व्हाइट टू ब्लैक की कन्वर्जन भी होगी जिस जो कैश दे रहा है। क्योंकि अगर मेरे पास कैश पड़ा, मैंने आपको एडवांस दे दिया, अब आप मेरे को व्हाइट में वापस आता रहेगा, फिक्स धंधा, फिक्स मार्जिन दे दिया।
तो अमरनाथ तो पंजाब में ही अभी
अमन ढल और एक अनंत वाइन्स, 2 आदमियों को 10,000 करोड़ रुपए का धंधा 2 आदमियों को दे दिया। कैसे दे दिया जी? आप मेरे को बताओ, हरियाणा के अंदर पॉलिसी है, एक शहर में 6 L1 होते हैं। कंपटीशन क्या करता है? अगर एक दुकानदार ने या एक कस्टमर ने खरीदनी है, 6 दुकानें हैं, तो उसको तो फायदा ही मिलेगा ना। क्यों दी 2 आदमियों को? मतलब कोई रीजन तो बताओ।
बनाया कितना होगा
अरे आप पैसा तो, मतलब मैं बता रहा हूँ, अगर कोई बंदा ड्रग्स भी बेचे तो भी इतने पैसे नहीं बना सकता। 10 करोड़ रुपए भी लगाए होंगे और 150 करोड़ रुपए कमाए हैं अभी तक। और ये सारा सिर्फ ये पैसा कमाने का तरीका नहीं था, ये एक और तरीका था। क्या किया? 100 करोड़ रुपए एडवांस दे दिए कैश में। इन्होंने 100 करोड़ रुपए अपने इलेक्शन में लगा दिए, कहीं भी हरियाणा पंजाब में इलेक्शन में लगा दिए, गोवा में लगा दिए। लेकिन अब जब वो पैसा वापस आ रहा है, पहली पॉलिसी है जिसके अंदर लिख दिया है कि इस पैसे को आपको 12% देना ही पड़ेगा।
Okay, Professor D.K. Giri. So earlier there are the charges which are made in the FIR, and then subsequently the party releases a video saying here is Amit Arora, here he is, accused number 9 in the FIR. Not some Tom, Dick and Harry. Here is accused number 9 in the same FIR, where you also have Mr. Vijay Nair as accused number 5 and Manish Sisodia as accused number 1. Accused number 9 बता रहे हैं कि कैसे 100 करोड़ रुपया दिया गया and basically how the लेन देन happened. Professor D.K. Giri.
Okay, right. Padmaja, this case from the beginning is a litany of attributions and assumptions. You know, I am not a lawyer, but I know this, anybody knows from common sense that the court operate on the basis of evidence. Not a shred of evidence has been produced. And what a vacuous and childish statement made by the BJP spokesperson when you started the debate. He said if CBI has found something, why should they show it to Aam Admi Party? They should give it to the court. What happened in Calcutta? The money that was found was shown to the entire world. The CBI had found something, they will display it, they will show it, this is the evidence. And he is saying that they will show it only in the court. And let me also tell you, court is not the gospel truth. We all respect courts, independent judiciary, but court also has gone back on its own decisions. They told one person has created a storm in our country. The same person after a month was exonerated of everything.
But how lovely, you've just done a preemptive strike on the court also, because just in case the court was not to live up to your expectations tomorrow, Professor D.K. Giri, you have already discounted the court and said, agar chit hua to hum khush, agar pat hua to hum kahenge. Court is also not gospel. Who is gospel? You. I mean,
Padmaja, Padmaja, as a student of politics, I am making a comment. I am not preemptive anything. I am a small person, only a common citizen. I am only saying that this is what happens in the court.
I cannot. No, but on a more serious note, see, here for the common person, Harish Khurrana, here is the battle of perception. When Arpita Mukherjee and Partha Chatterjee are raided, the ED has got this big pile of cash, which is, displayed and said, look, 5 crores, 10 crores, 50 crores, sona, pen, falan, dhima, सब कुछ मिल गया हमें उनके घर से. Now you raided Manish Sisodia. You went to Vijay Nair's house. Something you must have found. Somebody would have seen the pictures. What was found?
See,
nothing is there in public domain. Everything else happens in public domain. You know, the teachers recruitment scam, Sharda scam, everything you see recoveries in public domain.
Padmaja, who has given a certificate of honesty?
Yes.
Manish Sisodia, Mr. Giri, I am talking. Your name is Harish Khurrana? I'm sorry. Padmaja, problem is, these all people are giving a certificate
my name
of honesty.
Is D.K. Giri. Yeah.
Okay, go on, Mr. Giri. Just a second, let him finish. Yes.
Who is giving a certificate of honesty?
This is complete. Of course.
Who is the giving of honesty to everybody? Aam Admi Party himself. Manish Sisodia came out in politics, in public. They have found nothing. They found nothing. So I am honest. Who has asked you to give the certificate to himself? Let the court decide, na, ki what has found and what has not been found. The report will be filed in the court. Let the court decide it. Why in you guys are in so much hurry, like Mr. Giri or everybody, every fellow panelist, of giving a certificate of honesty?
Harish, with all respect, one thing. Now, my name is Akash Deep Muni. Let me speak it. Now, one thing, first of all, I was so appalled by listening that about victimization of politics. I remember the first person or the most important person who has talked about victimization in politics is our present Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. When he was the Chief Minister, he talked about how CBI is the caged parrot, and how he talked about how his fellow politicians were victimized by CBI then under the Congress rule. First. Second thing, my fellow panelist was talking about how sting operations have to be taken into consideration, because Aam Admi Party was so jubilant about sting operations. My dear friend, sting operations have to be taken into consideration. But any Tom, Dick and Harry talking about anything under the sun. Just imagine, in these sting operations, no politicians have been named. These people are themselves accused. Obviously, they will be speaking anything and everything. So that cannot be taken into consideration as per law. So I don't think that whatever the sting operation has been shown has any metal to it, as judged by many people.
But Mr.
Many,
Muni, with due respect, that is literally the point of a sting operation, where the accused himself implicates himself or herself on camera, which is why, for example, Bangaru Lakshman, he was stung, and that is why the entire scam happened. You won't have like a third person talking about a scam, right? Here, accused number 9 is himself talking about it and saying, "Aise maine kiya scam." Now, why would you believe some random Mr. X saying कि देखो दिल्ली में scam हो गया? Accused ही बताएगा ना उसने scam कैसे किया?
No, definitely, I agree with you. Bangaru Lakshman was a politician and he was a person. But
these people are also persons.
Who are the accused? Who are they? What is their credibility? When they speak out, what is their credibility? Has their credibility been justified? And has they named anybody?
Well, the same credibility, if you can call it that Bangaru Lakshman or Babu Bajrangi had, and we know where the sting operation and all of these gentlemen and what happened to the cases. Anyhow, this is just the beginning. It's a very big development. Tomorrow is going to be an important day, because Vijay Nair is going to be produced before the Rouse Avenue court. The Aam Admi Party has made it clear that they are going to stand by him. They are calling it a witch hunt. They are calling it aimed for the Gujarat elections, trying to implicate Manish Sisodia. The evidence will have to be solid. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, in the meantime, for joining me. We'll keep a close eye on this story.